Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here is your weekly technical analysis of Kansas City and Minneapolis wheat markets. I'll start with Kansas City wheat. A little simpler here compared to the Chicago contract, at least superficially. Instead of four, we have only two significant recent patterns here. Firstly, a head and shoulders pattern for the late October 2021 to start of 2022 period for neckline currently at 788, that is just above the current market. This pattern still has not resolved itself into whether it is a head and shoulders top or a head and shoulders continuation pattern. However, I would note that the recent rise last week did not manage to even reach the top of the right shoulder, which is significant. The second pattern is still ongoing. It is a late November to date bear channel, currently 727 to 843. It looks quite wide, but it also does look reasonable, especially after rejection last week from the November 2021 to date downtrend, currently at 839. Interestingly, the lower bull channel line, currently 727, was formed by the rejection up 4 weeks ago from the combination of the June 2014 high at 748 and extension of the neckline, currently 749, of the small reverse head and shoulders formed over late August to September last year. This is one to watch, as prices didn't even manage to reach the flatlining long moving average below, currently at 730, before turning back up. Hence, an overall view would suggest this market is a tad more bearish in outlook, well, than Chicago wheat. With that in mind, I've decided, just for the moment at least, to place a potential target X below as an initial target for the head and shoulders pattern. This assumes a lot, namely that this is a topping head and shoulders pattern and not a bullish continuation. Thus, target X would potentially be in the 731 area. This ties in with the target being just a little over the long moving average. Meanwhile, topside, keep a close eye on the medium moving average, above, currently at 791. I suspect this flatlining moving average and a declining short medium moving average, that's a little above, currently 812, may be the keys on the top side. Minneapolis wheat. Well, all things come to an end, and it is time to say goodbye to a great example of brilliant technical action. I am, of course, referring to the key and supremely important December 2020 to April 2021 bullish Andrews Pitchfork. Now, this pattern had run this market higher so successfully, and it was valid all that time from April last year until early January this year. I've kept it on the daily chart for one last time before retiring it. Since the break lower, prices have dipped down to the combination of the rising long moving average, currently at 900, and the 2017 high at 868, where prices held and reverted back up 2 weeks ago with an immediate countering key reversal up and bullish engulfing pattern. Now, in the process, the market fulfilled the creation of a rounded top over the October 2021 to January 2022 period. The pullback up was quite vehement and ended up making the week, that's 2 weeks ago, a weekly key reversal up. The follow-on early last week started well, but by Tuesday night of that week, it had been halted and turned back with an evening star pattern, type 1, bearish. Since then, prices have dipped down to the rising long moving average and stay there. Yet this action allowed me to draw a new bearish Andrews Pitchfork for the late December 2021 to late January 2022 action. Now, I think I'm right in saying that this was the first bearish pitchfork I'd drawn since April of last year here. Currently, the market is getting squashed between the long moving average below and a declining upper tine, currently at 910. Now, something will have to give here, and soon. Now, I'm not wedded to this bearish shift pitchfork, bearish Andrews Pitchfork, I should say, and I'm quite happily morphing into a bearish shift pitchfork, or even retire it completely. But for now, it still works, just about. Apart from that, there is one other pattern I'd like to discuss, and that is one which that I've not labeled as yet. It is a large pattern, but it is also shallow. It's to look at the whole action since mid-July 2021 as a possible head and shoulders top. It is a stretch, but it might explore the idea further next time. Just remember, without doubt, the biggest action here has been the break below and out of the December 2020 to April 2021 bullish Andrews pitchfork. Thank you for listening. This weekly broadcast gives you essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Topic and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final bit.